All right. This is episode 6, Hooty's Moving Hassle. First of all, I just love the titles of all these episodes. They get better as the series goes on. But for now, Brock, what are some things that you noticed or enjoyed about this episode?
I love looking at IMDb for things that we watch for this, and I realize that there are people listed on the IMDb for characters that I'm pretty sure didn't talk during this episode.
Yeah, at most they had like either a single line of dialogue or they just like laughed in the background.
Kimberly Brooks is one of my favorite voice actors. She's Ashley Williams. She does Barbara Gordon in some of the Arkham games and in Injustice. And she was Skara, one of the girls in the coven that was with Amity. I'm pretty sure she didn't talk. So like Kimberly's voice is so recognizable, and I know she didn't speak in this episode. It's like, what the actual hell? But I did like the reference, and to time lock it on when this is recorded, I just recorded a fresh takes for the first Studio Ghibli film that I've watched in like a decade when Marnie was there. So having this title be Howl's movie or Hooty's Moving Hassle is pretty good timing. But yeah, no, it's I like how they've come up with good names for a lot of things that like I would have never came up with, like Hexus Hold'em.
Yeah.
Or Penstagram. Oh my god. That is one of the things where I'm just like, they figured out it was a show about witches and they spent a half an hour coming up with everything. I'm like, all right, we need an Instagram, we need a Facebook, we need a card game, and they just had people throw 100 things at a wall.
I'm gonna rattle off of like all of the names of the shops in the night market in a second, but before I get there, Misao, why don't you recite the line of dialogue that perfectly encapsulates 2023?
Oh god, I don't know what line you're talking about.
I think I know what it is. Is it the last episode that's spoken in the whole episode?
It's capitalism, where the game where everybody wins
except you.
Except you. Okay. No, I thought it was. So what if we couldn't move a stupid doll? Let's see what actually matters. Penstagram.
I was thinking.
I mean, that works too.
Yeah, I was thinking of when Ida was like, "Don't mess up the house, otherwise you waste my trust." And she says the first iconic buy.
Oh.
That people like saying buy like that, it becomes like a big staple in the show.
Okay, got it.
So here are all of the night market shops. We have Abysmal Eyes, Madman's Candles, Sordid Affairs, Sordid spelled SWOR.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Poison Hut. Mud and Sundry, which is Tibbles' shop.
Of course.
Snake Shack, General Spore, Stocks and Bonds, Iron Maidens, hell yeah. Loans, Grave Concerns, Crow Depot, Haunted Mask, Ooze Cruise Travel, Man-Sized Cages, and there was supposed to be a shop called Organ Donation, but it was cropped out of the scene.
Oh, that blows. Good Lord.
So for those who for some reason are watching this and haven't seen the episode, there are two big plots. The A plot is Luz, Willow, and Gus having their own magical slumber party and ultimately bringing the Owl House to life.
Okay.
While the B plot is King and Ida going to the night market to basically restock on their prescription. And then they meet probably one of the many characters you will love to hate, Tibbles. Brock, I'm going to ask you, what did you think of this swine?
I was like, when I heard Grimhammer, I'm like, okay, he's going to be 2 feet tall. Like, there's no way there's actually going to be an intimidating person named Grimhammer in this freaking show. But I like how, again, he is essentially the Watto of this world without the, Jewish stereotypes. But I got a good kick out of him. And I also like how there's no just binding contracts to anything that he does. I get to keep your bone servant and you lost. Oh, he's just going to leave. Okay.
Yeah, what's great about Tibbles is not only is he like not a good business person at all, but he's also just a really bad con artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty terrible.
And Ida has a problem with the card game.
With Hexus Hold'em.
The whole scene was kids like she's obsessed with it. I'm like, no, I am not. You're playing it right now. I felt like that's Ty yelling at me that I play nothing but Final Fantasy 14.
It is. When I tell her there's other games, including other Final Fantasy games that happen, and she's like, oh, I wonder when my PlayStation Wrapped pretty much comes around. I played 1,600 hours of Final Fantasy 14 this year. Did I play any other games? Yeah, I played Genshin for like an hour.
Hey, I played Final Fantasy 16, and it was good.
Oh boy.
Still 1,600 hours.
I don't remember
what it was, but it was over 1,000. I want to say it was actually 1,200, but still.
Oh god, I had to look for that. It's like me 1,000 hours that, and then like an hour of like 2 other games.
Yeah, it was like 2 to 3 other games that had a max of maybe 10 hours. And I'm pretty sure the third one was at 10 hours and it was Genshin Impact and that was it.
So yeah, Ida is a very relatable character.
That's why I love her. I was like, I'm being attacked here.
So there's a couple of things we learned in this episode. One is that Hooty is definitively the best character.
Hooty is Hooty.
2, these demon hunters are weird.
Yeah.
like when I think his name is Tom, the one who captures the kids, and Gus is like, are you really going to murder
kids? Throw children off a cliff? It's been my dream.
I was a weird child.
I was a weird child. Whee!
And then the other thing we learned is Amity and Will used to be friends. Until they weren't.
Until Willow went Malfoy on her.
Unfortunately.
Which Willow was also the only one looking out the window, Amity was the only one looking out the window, not giving a crap about them doing anything.
Yeah. This will come up later, but have you noticed how she doesn't actually really like her friends all that much?
It's almost like she's trying to be popular.
Again, it'll come up later why she is the way she is, but yeah, each episode we're kind of learning a little bit more about these characters, and it's all very fascinating so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's doing good so far.
But the whole why Willow and Amity are no longer friends, it comes up late in later episodes. So right now, what do you think? Like, what happened to their friendship?
Oh God, I'm going to have a feeling that it wasn't Amity's choice for them to not be friends anymore. But she's not going to admit that to Willow, and I'm going to guess that somehow someone other than Amity is the one that admits that.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
That's why I'm like, that's why he has to kind of guess it now, because it slowly comes up more and more later.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think. What else did you notice about this episode?
At least it was nice that Ada actively admitted that took a lot for them to animate an entire freaking house. It's gonna be like, that seems like a thing they shouldn't play as a joke, and thankfully they didn't.
Yeah.
There were moments where like it zooms out and it shows the three of them like on like outside of the house, and it's just like you can tell it's poorly animated, which is funny.
Oh yeah, there's one moment, like the scene that Miss Al is pointing at is like all three of them just have like these beady eyes.
It was a few times. I thought it was funny. Like every time they zoomed out, it's just like that.
I love animation errors like that. They're like they never make or break an episode, but just pointing them out is just amusing.
Yeah.
It is. It's like when they color palette something wrong on the one side, where it's just like, how did you even do that? Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's good so far.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Another thing I like about Hooty is, you know, even though he's kind of being controlled by the magic conjuring, he still gets some zingers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hooty is Hooty.
Finally listen to my stories.
My favorite is when Luz tries to say like, don't eat Hooty. He doesn't taste good. I have a refined taste.
He's like, sir, I'm a snack.
Sir, I'm a snack. Good Lord.
Hooty. Hooty is Hooty.
They're only children, Tom. God. Good Lord. Oh yeah.
That's what I like about revisiting this first season is, you know, it's still pretty dark humor, but season 1 is, relatively speaking, a bit more lighthearted in tone and focuses a bit more on the comedy than the drama, at least for now.
Yeah.
I now realize why I recognized Amity.
Yeah, it's Mae Whitman.
It's Mae Whitman. Yeah, I just realized that now. I was like, I know her voice, but now that I had the IMDb open, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep. You know who else she was recently?
She was Annie in Skull Island, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the one that had hit me. I was like, man, I heard that voice in something recently. What? I don't know. But yeah, Skull Island.
And of course, she's also Katara.
Yeah, she was a couple of people in Young Justice too, if I remember correctly. I think she was Wonder Girl in Young Justice.
Yep.
Yep. I thought she was someone else too. Cassandra Saints. Oh yeah, she was also Stephanie Brown. Nice, but that was really good.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and this actually wasn't the episode I was saying was the best of season 1. That's good. That is next time.
Next time. Gotcha. Sweet. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But for now, Misao, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me on whatever it is called now, X, Twitter, whatever, at Kiba028.
And Brock?
You can find me on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, Organoid, and Twitch and YouTube at Organoid0.
And you guys can find me on various social media at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and that one at Ren Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube, on Podchaser, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. You need to escape, so do we. And until next time, peace out.
Bye.
Yeah.